Smut Mother. Today I want to talk about the 4 audiobooks I finished and see if they're a part of the 7 I talked about in a video 2 weeks ago. Normally I don't do any kind of update like this, but I figured new year, new me, we're gonna try something different. So out of the 7 I mentioned in that video 2 weeks ago, I only finished 2 out of there, but I completed a total of 4 audiobooks because one was one that I started last month, wanted to finish. One I got this month with my Libro FM credit that I get every month because I've been wanting to read this book, saw that it was coming out in audiobook, and I said, you know what, it's time for me to get into it. I've been dying to read this book, so let's get into what I finished last week. The first book I finished last week is Blood Moon by Britney S. Lewis. I loved everything about this book. If you loved Vampire Diaries but make it YA, this is that book. If you loved Bonnie in that series and felt like she just truly didn't get the love and credit that she deserved, you're gonna love this book. If you love a book where it's YA, she's trying to find herself, she is exploring herself, there's 2 guys trying to pine after her, sort of, you should go read this book. If you like Cliffies and you're like, oh, it's fantastic, go read this book. And I know, everyone's like, but it's cliffhangers, we don't like dealing with cliffhangers. Here's the thing though, guys, they're really not that bad. Next book we finished is Obsession by Harmony West. This is a rom-com stalker romance. So basically what happens is the FMC wakes up, finds this man asleep on her couch, and she should be terrified that this man is on her couch, but she actually finds him really cute and is like, you know what? Let's just see how this goes. Comes to find out he actually wasn't trying to break into her apartment. He was just super drunk from getting dumped and really liked about the ex-girlfriend and was trying to go hang out with his friend who also lives like a couple of doors down, but he was drunk and broke into hers. Anyway, it turns out to be this super sweet story where he finds out that she actually has like a stalker schmink, and so he's like, I can do that for her, but it's clumsy and cute and it's just so refreshing because he just wants to do everything for her and just wants to be there for her because she's actually like this really sweet girl, and kind of worked out in the end. And it was just super adorable in my opinion, and it was a great audiobook to listen to after I listened to this next audiobook I'm going to talk about, which is Crown Me Yours by Zander. This is book 2 in a duet. When I tell you this book it's the best book I've read where it makes death seem so beautiful. And it is such a crazy thing to say because this book is you get the happily ever after that you can only hope for from a duet like this. And I don't want to give anything away because there's so much that happens and it's so beautiful. But when I say, like, I lost my grandmother in 2020, and when I tell you I have always been at peace with her death because towards the end she just was not living her best life, and so she was no longer in pain, she was no longer in agony, and I feel as though I was one of those lucky few that could have that feeling. But like, if you are someone that is currently going through a loss and you just want to see the beauty in death, this duet does that in such a way that is hard to explain. It is so hard to explain why this is so beautiful without like going into detail, and I just don't want to like read it for you guys if you're gonna go read this book. It's a completed duet. There's no cliffhangers after the second book. You basically get everything you want out of this duet, and it is such a beautiful, wonderful duet, and I'm gonna make it my whole entire personality. I really am, because it was such a beautifully well done story, and Liv knew exactly what they were doing. So the last one that I listened to, which was super, super cute, is Shadowed Obsession by Evelyn Lee. So I have seen this book cover everywhere, and I loved this book cover. And I said at one point when I have nothing else to read and I'm ready for it, I'm gonna read it. Never happened. Then I saw that the author posted that the audiobook just came out. I'm like, oh, bet. So of course I go on Libro, see if it's available on there. It was. I just had to wait for my credit to show up because it wasn't part of the ALC programs. Guess whose credit hit like the next day? Mine. So I got this, and when I say this was such a again, all of these stories were just so beautiful in their own way, but the fact that these two were like, they can't be together, he's hired to like get rid of her, she's just trying to change the next generation so that they have a choice to either do this work or get out of it. And she just wants somebody that's going to love her for her and be there for her and just love her. And for whatever freaking reason, she can't find that until he comes up. And at first it's, you know, it's secret. She can't really know who he is. And then he's like, honestly, I want to be open and honest with you. Here's who I am. She didn't care. Secrets come out. It's a little crazy. And it still ends in a beautiful happily ever after. That, for me, wonderful, fantastic, amazing. The current audiobook I'm listening to and almost done listening to is Huntsman, because I'm getting ready for Ember, which you don't have to read. And hold on, before I say that, because let me tell you, I'm not about to say you don't need to read one before the other and I get in trouble, because I just wanted to share with y'all what I'm actually listening to. So let's see. How do I read the synopsis? What happened? What happened to the synopsis? I'm so confused. Book details. That's not. We're gonna go to Amazon because I'm confuzzled. Amazon. That's fine. Because I believe they are standalones, so you don't have to read the first one in order to read the second one. I'm already almost done with the first one, so I want to finish that before Ember hits my phone. So please open. Thank you. The Haunted Kingdom series, in which a modern-day Cinderella must fight against the stepbrother who inherited her legacy. He wants more than just the family empire. He wants her. Ember is a dark mafia romance that explores themes. Please see the author for the beginning. Enemies to lovers, arranged marriage, forced proximity. Oh my god, this is gonna be fantastic. I'm not seeing where you have to read Huntsman before Ember. However, I'm loving Huntsman right now, so I might as well finish it before Ember hits. That's currently what I'm listening to right now. That's one. I kind of like to hop around different books. Right now, I'm gonna finish Huntsman. Once I'm done with Huntsman, I'm going to get back into How to Kidnap a Fake Date by Effie Campbell. I'm almost done with that. I like to hop around, as you can tell, with How to Kidnap a Fake Date. I don't think I have much left. I don't think I have much, even though this is showing that I'm on. I have to see on my phone. I'm getting sidetracked. Those are the audiobooks I've listened to. I will do another update next week to kind of tell you where I currently stand on that, because I hope to get through more. Like I said, How to Kidnap a Fake Date is part of the 7 that I wanted to listen to. Clearly, I'm already listening to something else that's not part of the list. That's okay. Until next time, see you later.